We're here for loving kindness or metta meditation. So metta is a Pali word which is most directly translated as friendliness, but which has often been translated in the West. Western teachers are teaching metta to people in the West as loving kindness. And it's a style of Buddhist meditation in which one cultivates friendliness or a sentiment of goodwill, both towards ourselves and towards others. And so it consists of a silent repetition of phrases which are spoken repeatedly at a pace that feels comfortable to you over and over. And the phrases are, in their most simple form, the phrases are, may I be happy, may I be at ease, may I be safe, and may I be healthy. And you can choose something that is similar with that sentiment in mind, but words that resonate with you. So the most important thing is that something resonates and that the intention behind the phrase is there. So the phrase doesn't really matter as much as the feeling or the intention behind the phrase. And so we will go through a series of kinds of people wishing metta or loving kindness for ourselves, wishing metta or loving kindness for a benefactor, somebody who's really benefited us, a loved one, and then we'll expand that out to wishing for a group of people or even out to the whole world. So I invite you to take a seat that's comfortable. Can be seated in a chair, can be seated on a yoga block, on the ground like I am, or even a laying down posture is fine. You don't think you're going to fall asleep. And even if you do fall asleep, you just wake up and start over again. Begin by tuning into the body and the breath. Just letting yourself feel your body, feel your breath as it is, showing up however it shows up in this moment. Today we'll begin with wishing loving kindness to ourselves. Starting in the traditional way of wishing ourselves goodwill. This can be challenging, especially in Western cultures where we're kind of taught to not like ourselves very much. So what can be helpful is to imagine yourself as a child or some younger version of yourself, something that invokes some compassion or empathy. And again, the phrases are, may I be happy, may I be peaceful, may I be safe, and may I be healthy. So starting wherever you'd like to start, picking a phrase that really resonates, a wish that you have for yourself. Silently repeating that phrase at a pace that feels right to you. If you feel your mind has wandered, you can simply bring yourself back to the body and then either continue with the phrase you were on, or maybe starting with a different phrase. Paying attention, especially in this category, wishing yourself loving kindness, there's something that you're not gravitating towards. That might be the thing that you need to wish yourself the most. Making sure you spend time, have a moment to wish yourself all things happiness, safety, health, and peace. And next, we'll move on to the benefactor. The benefactor is someone whose presence in the world has benefited us, somebody that sees our best self, or someone for whom there's this, or with whom there's this unconditional love that flows. So often a teacher or a mentor can be the benefactor, but also like a grandparent or a grandchild or even a pet. It's a being that the relationship with you is not complicated, and whoever makes you feel that like a love for yourself, love for that person, and that that person has unconditional love for you or unconditional regard for you. Imagine that person in as much detail as you can, person or being. And then you can begin the silent repetition of these 4 phrases. May you be happy. May you be peaceful. May you be safe. May you be healthy. From here, we will move to a loved one, somebody that we're close to, a family member or a friend, maybe someone who's having a hard time right now. It can be so hard to feel helpful sometimes. And this can be a way to help. Simply holding this person in your heart and wishing them goodwill. You can imagine this person in your mind's eye. Begin whatever phrase resonates with you, begin with that phrase. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. May you be happy. May you be safe. From here, we'll move on to the category known as the neutral person. Somebody that you see, they're the mailman, a grocery store clerk, somebody that you see regularly but that you don't really know and that you don't have a relationship with, or most importantly, any strong dislike or like feelings. So you don't like them, you don't dislike them. It's very neutral. Especially in this time, the neutral person has taken on a certain poignancy as we realize our interconnection and as we realize the service that people that we see but that are working on our behalf, what that service means, what the grocery clerk means, or the clerk in the gas station, what kind of a service they're doing for us. You can imagine somebody, see them as clearly in your mind as you can. And then begin to wish them these same 4 phrases. May you be safe. May you be happy. May you be healthy. May you be peaceful. And finally, we'll expand out into a group of people. You can choose a small group, such as your town or some other group close to you. You could choose your state, or even expanding out into this whole country or even the whole world. Choose something that feels doable. None of this practice should be hard. Wishing a group of people safety, happiness, peace, and health. Now release the phrases and simply rest in whatever feeling, if any, this process may have generated. Just letting the practice settle.